It's time once again for the Movie Squad.
Yeah, Movie Squad.
Definitely, we had to cut a lot of that off.
Amongst other things.
Like James is like cucumber.
Actually, no, we can open on that. I like have it open with the.
You want to open on your?
Just open with my reaction.
Would you
My reaction was fantabulous.
We're talking about like gory stuff.
Well, what about Sinead's reaction? Woohoo, James.
It's not the size.
You know what? That actually wasn't Sinead's reaction.
No, you're just trying to paint me in a condo egg.
I'm trying to help James out. Anyway, so we are current this week because we've been waiting for a long time, as you have been waiting for a long time, for this masterful stroke of a film,
The 2016
by a masterful filmmaker, James Gunn. We are talking about The Suicide Squad today, people.
Oh, exciting!
And we're going spoilers because by the time this airs, you've all would have seen it and everything, so we don't have to hide who dies and who cries.
It's hard. It's hard. The amount of spoilers in it, the amount of people who die, the amount of stuff that happens. If you did not get this spoiled for you, I'm shocked.
Well, the thing about it is though. But first of all, what we should start out with, before the film, what we should start out with is like the legend that is James himself, because this is a DC film. And James was a Marvel guy doing the Guardians of the Galaxy. And he was that good of a filmmaker and an ideasman that Marvel called him in and like, hey, we want you to kind of like run the whole thing. Yeah. You know, with all your creative ideas, until somebody decided to look at his tweets.
Delete your tweets. I said it like every episode. Delete your tweets.
Whoops.
Delete your tweets, man.
Delete the tweets.
Delete your tweets and don't download because, look, man, you've watched it. The way you look at it is that James, out of the stuff he said in the past, they forgot all about his creativity. Yeah. And then they ceremonies, I think it was Bob Iger, they ceremoniously fired him and everything. And then so he's like crying for a bit. He's like, I'm really sorry, everyone, and everything like that. And then DC said, we don't care.
I think James Gunn came out on top of all this because he's got Guardians 3. He made Suicide Squad. Yeah. Suicide Squad's a success. Guardians 3 is going to be a success. Yeah. So James Gunn is winning. He's doing. No, I know. But you jumping the gun. I'm talking about. I'm jumping to James Gunn.
Get it.
You jumping
the James.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah. I'm just saying is the fact that like despite all of that, right? It was a side trip. Right, that took him down the DC road, which we're all thankful for because that first Suicide Squad was horrible.
Yeah, it was
absolutely terrible.
Somebody said they recently. I rewatched it. All right, so in your recent rewatch, don't go into it, but how good, bad?
I'm just gonna give it a number 5 out of 10.
Sinead,
what for the old one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh God, no, it's garbage.
It had some redeemable stuff, I reckon.
Not even Will Smith could save that movie.
No,
Not even Will Smith.
They just assumed. They assumed that you just read the comics. That was the whole film. It was like, oh yeah, here's these characters. You already know them. Here we go. You know what I mean?
What screwed the movie was it was a 12. Putting Suicide Squad as a 12. I'm not a creative director.
No, what it was like it showed you like the heads behind DC, including that Jeff Johns. Heads behind DC thought that these guys who made the trailer, hey, this is really talented. Can you guys do this for the whole movie? Can you imagine the whole movie being trailerized? And that's what they tried to do. Is everything was lick split, whatever. It was crap. So anyway. Dead in the water. Suicide Squad, dead in the water. And then James Gunn says, so you want me to do, I can make anything? They say, make anything. Come over here, bro. Make anything. And then he said, then I want to make the Suicide Squad.
Not the Suicide Squad, the Suicide
Hallelujah.
Squad.
Now, in that meeting, you can imagine those suits are like this. What? Why? It's garbage.
They're all sweating.
Why?
Actually, I think James Gunn is one of the only directors I would trust for a Suicide Squad movie.
He's perfect for it.
But James Gunn also, let's be real, he comes from trauma. He comes from a background of surf Nazis must die. Yeah. Sergeant Kabuki bad. He comes from that kind of era. So garbage is nothing new to him. If it smells, he likes it. So
it's like I can think
it smells. He likes.
That needs to be on like his gravestone. Like, if it smells, I loved it. James Gunn.
Yeah. So then they said, do whatever you want to do, bro. And then he said, I want it to be rated R, and you can't touch my cut at all.
Beautiful.
Did he? Yeah.
You've got to ask for that.
Come on, man.
You've got to ask for that.
Yeah.
Look at the movie.
Yeah.
Look at the movie.
Think of Justice League, innit?
So they're like this. Yes, James.
To be fair, if I was
Daddy James.
Yes, Daddy James.
We won't touch your movie.
If I was DC, I would be shitting one. If I was DC, like I know James Gunn got up Guardians and all that, but if I was one of the executive producers on that, I'd be like, oh my god, he better do a good movie, not a repeat of that. Because if 2 Suicide Squads fail on the big screen, the punch in the stomach to DC that would be catastrophic.
Yeah.
I can just imagine it being like that scene from Step Brothers where he's like, "Did you touch my drum set?" He's like, "Did you touch my cut?"
So what we got here, so when we look at the Suicide Squad, the very beginning of this movie just lets you know, dude, take my kids. Take everything. You know what I mean?
Well,
just the opening alone
It
makes you say,
eradicated the last film. It was just like, you're dead. You're dead.
Chase, I'm really confused. And if anyone knows this, please tell me.
Okay.
Is it a reboot, a sequel, not a prequel? Is it? What is it?
it's a sideways sequel.
Yeah. Because
it must be it's got to be a sequel. They all know each other. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, well, you mean Harley Quinn and Boomer.
The way I looked at it, it was like the first one was like, you know, the Suicide Squad establishing itself, and then that one kind of felt like they'd been making these teams of villains for a while, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, because you got Amanda Waller, who's from the other one, who is just like, you were just all just like an assembly line of trash to me.
To be fair, James Gunn salvaged. Like, he salvaged the good parts and just threw away the bad parts.
But this is what I'm trying to say. It is a sequel. Yeah. No matter how you look at it,
just with a metric loaded retcon.
Yeah, exactly. We just
doing quite well.
We won't talk that much about it, but we'll just mention how, hey, Harley, like when Boomer says, hey, Harley, what are you doing back here? Yeah. Right?
Road rage. Road rage.
Right. Exactly.
I drove into a bank.
Yeah, exactly. So in that fashion is the Suicide Squad starts off massive. We got about 12 on that first team.
It was like 2 teams, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I know, but on that first team it was like about 7.
Yeah, so you had the space girl. What's her name again?
Mongol.
Weasel,
the Javelin.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson, though.
Yeah, Pete Davidson. Who cares about his name? Yeah, Pete Davidson.
He did like about 4/5 of nothing.
What do you reckon he got paid?
In this movie? Yeah, literally.
What do you reckon he got paid? Like, it's Pete Davidson.
Like a Snickers. Maybe.
Look, he would have done it for
the Chalky Nibbles were on here.
But I'm pretty sure the $1 million worth of Snickers. You know, but but then you got James Gunn. Like, now obviously I put my brother in here. We'll talk about Weasel in a second, but opening up with Michael Rooker as Savant.
Some Johnny Cash in the background. Good choice.
Well, James Gunn, man, he has become the music man.
He's the soundtrack guy.
Like, you got to talk about it because Guardians Volume 1 and Volume 2 was damn good 70s rich soundtrack.
That Volume 1 for Guardians is quite possibly the best, one of the best collaborations of music ever.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn good, and like for all those people who like proper chase playlists and they're all about like a vibe and things like that, it's just like James Gunn's just doing in his spare time for his background of his movie.
Yeah, but you know how Tarantino is known for that.
Yeah,
but now James Gunn kicks Tarantino in.
Oh yeah, James Gunn.
Yeah,
when it comes down to the music score, and everything. So he opens up with Johnny Cash and everything, and then he doesn't just shoot Michael Rooker. He shoots him through the reflection of a puddle.
They use a lot of reflection shots in that.
Well, yeah, but I'm just trying to say it was an interesting opening because I'm thinking, man, that's kind of out of
I think it was a great opening.
I thought it was really good.
Like opening wise, see him like bouncing the ball, And it's along the beat to the song. That's what I love about James Gunn. It's either there's a gunshot or something, it's on beat with the song.
And he killed the bird.
And it just goes off and he kills the bird.
Killed the bird.
I think no one expected that. What
was with killing birds in this film?
Yeah, there was lots of bird imagery.
Was it like a stab at birds? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Whoa!
Was it like him saying...
Whoa, that is bonkers.
There's even the line with the president doing, and I'm jumping super forward, but like, we'll jump super back in a minute. Like, where he says where they set the bird cage on fire. And he's like, he was busy playing with his birds and things like that. And I was like, ooh.
I have a theory on it, to be fair.
James Gunn's like,
I think it's imagery.
F that movie.
I don't think so. I think it's like imagery for like people let him free, because the movie is massively about freedom. Freedom of Staryu. That's a Pokemon. Staryu. Freedom of Starro. Freedom of like choice. Freedom of people being locked up. The freedom of the people of Corto Maltese.
Freedom of the Suicide Squad.
Freedom of the Suicide Squad.
Blowed up.
Birds like show freedom, like fly away. You can be as free as a bird.
And then that bird got vengeance.
Oh my God! The little bird vendetta family.
So anyway, so the Suicide Squad is the first team we think is the only team, because we didn't really know when we looked at the trailer, and that was really what was great about it. But
great trailer, yeah.
Also, this was a result of actors, like real actors, like from Nathan Fillion to Michael Rooker,
Nathan Fillion,
who probably just said, "Look, kill me. I want to be in a movie where I get killed."
Imagine the script read. Imagine the script read. Like, it's like Nathan Fillion and Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
they're on like page 4.
So how do I die?
Where's the rest?
Where's the rest? Where's the rest of my role?
And I mean, Pete Davidson playing Blackguard, he's the traitor of the team. Hey guys, it was me all the time. Now you're thinking, wait a minute, how come like Waller has not bombed his head off or anything? Because that was a part of the plan, right? So, but then the first face off with Peter Davidson, like
he has a literal hole in his face.
That soundtrack comes on.
You're like, but you're like, that's a celebrity. You know what I mean? That's not a nobody.
That's a dude.
Anybody could die in this movie, and it's in the.
I was not expecting him to go. It's like Weasel, like the Dave Chappelle played.
Oh my God, the Weasel's dead. God damn it!
Nobody check if Weasel could swim.
Like the
and then later, when they were like, "Oh my God, you got a fear of rats. Why did you tell me? Why would I put the rat girl on the team?"
Exactly.
Weasel.
I don't need to tell you. Why would I just tell you what my insecurities are?
We didn't see Weasel's powers. We didn't see anything from Weasel. All we know is he killed 26 children.
26 kids. And then I don't want to actually know how.
Oh my God.
I reckon scratching. I reckon it's like,
he was.
Did he chew them?
Sean Gunn as Weasel. Best role he's played.
Terrifying.
Yeah, exactly.
That's gonna haunt me.
But then Pete Davidson is like, "You put a werewolf next to me."
Oh my God, wasn't there a real life werewolf?
So
there's a literal human-sized weasel, and he's asked about it being a werewolf, and not the fact that there's a human-sized weasel.
No, exactly. It with those like those cartoon characters from Whoville, like on the Grinch, those legs that go up to like that crankshaft of a body, like nothing under there. I don't know where is it hitting, but like, you know what I mean.
To be fair, I've met a few human weasels in my time. I've met a few human weasels in my time.
See him, Mongal, take down a helicopter, screaming.
I got you, flag. So, what do you think was going on in Michael Rooker's mind as he was watching these idiots storm the beach? And then made himself like, I'm getting out of here.
I reckon like a cymbal monkey. Do you like the monkeys going? But in the background there's a bunch of explosions and people dying everywhere. Like in the back, he's like, no, like.
Yeah, that's very on brand.
Yeah.
They done him dirty. They done Michael Rooker dirty.
No, they didn't do him dirty because again, it's like, look, I want to be in your movie.
Yeah, I'll be back in Guardians 3.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm back in Guardians 3. I just want to get killed.
I'm so back in Guardians 3.
He's no dies.
Yondu's dead. The Ravagers will be back in Guardians.
Yondu's dead.
He survived. No, Yondu survived.
No, he didn't. He died.
Did he have Yondu's funeral? Don't he?
He's back in the open casket.
He'll probably be in like a flashback or something.
Maybe.
But
your eyes start sweating.
Oh yeah, eye sweats.
I think it was the best decision for James Gunn to kill off half the cast members in the beginning, because there ain't no way if there was that many characters to balance, the movie would have been a plot of just shit.
No, exactly. I mean, like we were given a poster and we see like about a dirty dozen of guys, and then we're used to that kind of war type of thing that you could have those many people, but then just kill them all. So basically, as they're all dying on the beach and everything, even though you got popular characters like Rick Flag and Harley Quinn
and the detachable man.
TDK.
It's the way he clicked.
Why did they call you TDK? Why not?
My name.
No. Yeah,
that's my name. Your name is letters. All names are letters.
Oh, Boomer, rest in peace, Boomer. He was one of the only good things from the original.
Yeah. Oh my God, I was shocked. I was like, what?
Yeah, but then he was like, that smile on his face when he was gonna die. He's probably like, hey, I'm out of here. See ya.
Bye, peace.
But
this shit show is over.
Oh man, I mean, first of all, Nathan Fillion, man, you know, I mean, like,
always good to have.
But so you didn't know that TDK in the comics actually is called Arm Fall Off Boy.
It's called Arm Fall Off Boy.
Yeah. What was the plot behind that?
DC.
Do you think one of the writers asked like their 3-year-olds, like, if there was a superhero, what would you call Arm Fall Off Boy?
To be fair, I love James Gunn for one reason. Do you know Polka Dot Man?
Yeah.
Do you know the only reason why he's in that movie is because he googled the stupidest DC villain.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
God.
only reason he's in the movie.
Is that why he gets killed off at the end by any chance?
I think it was between Polka Dot Man and Condiment King.
Yeah, Condiment King. I'm watching the Harley Quinn show at the moment. I wish it was Kite Man.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
It's good, isn't it? Kite Man.
Yeah, Kite Man. I love Kite Man.
DC makes my head hurt.
It does.
But it's the fun head hurt.
It does. But anyway, so like so what we get to realize is that, so man, how come everybody's all dying? Because there's another team coming around the back, led by our man Idris.
Oh, sorry.
Not Deadshot, but Bloodsport. Yeah.
A recolor of Deadshot.
Idris Elba.
Literally down to his family dynamic.
Daddy issues. And
is Bloodsport like a proper DC character?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that is only, like they said in there, right, when they describe him, he's really only known as the guy who shoots Superman with a kryptonite bullet.
Yeah.
Now, like, the thing about it is that now he's just mad, like...
This is a sick backstory, bro.
He's just mad, like, you know, Gunsmith with a red bandana. Thankfully, they got rid of that. But, like, I mean, red face bandana, you know,
like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, there you go. That's what he looks like in the comics. And everything, but then they turn him into this guy that, you know, he just takes pieces off of his suit, and they just
I thought
it's like Iron Man. It's like Iron Man but
Transformer.
I thought it was so cool.
I'm like, how do you get propulsion out of that, bro? Anyway,
Cape shit.
Nice.
But so anyway, so he comes up on the beach and he comes up with the team that we're gonna follow: Polka Dot Man, Peacemaker, Ratcatcher 2. King Shark, you know, and like,
I love.
We get the title,
Sebastian,
Suicide Squad.
And Sebastian,
to me, I was like, that's.
Yeah, the whole film ended there.
I went. Oscar being a good movie.
Yeah, exactly.
He actually physically rubbed his hands together and licked his lips.
I real life memed. I was like,
he saw King Shark and was like,
oh.
Yeah,
King Shark.
Oh man! But then, so I mean, you know, so they're like, wait a minute, you sent another team, and she's like, yeah, don't worry about it. So anyway, so then we get to their origin. So we get to see a little bit more of Pete Davidson. Yeah. But we got to see, you know, like that build up and stuff that we saw in the trailer. Because I was like, well, where's Weasel licking the glass?
This is one of the only things I'm going to say.
I needed to see it.
So I'm not going to do this a lot because I don't want to fall into a habit of it. But the only thing I'm going to compare about the two movies is this. I love how it was just a no bullshit opening of the characters. Didn't have this montage of what they've done, what their role is. It was less subtle. Yeah. And it was just perfect. It just went in. And it allowed the movie to be way better.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, the thing about it is that, I mean, it was kind of weird in the way of like her leading him through the prison, like through the ladies' ward and then through the other.
Who was the woman who looked like she's from the Goatee music video? Somebody I used to know. you know
the bad girl with all the diamonds on her face? I think she's called Kaleidoscope or something like that. But she's another one from the comics.
That's a cool name.
But but then you had Calendar
Man in the background, Sean Gunn. Why don't you, hey Polka Dot Man? Why don't you before my son's birthday party, you pussy?
He literally had the vibe of like a clown, like a birthday clown.
I really want to do it.
Actually,
there's so many like supporting characters from Guardians. It's a dude from Guardians. It's a dude from Guardians. It's a chick from Guardians.
No, exactly.
That's why you have to make friends with James Gunn, so he puts you in all your movies.
James, I like movies.
You want to be in his movies in that aspect.
He's like a friendlier Tarantino.
A friendlier Tarantino.
A kick-ass movie maker.
Check him.
Hang on, what was his tweets about?
Don't open that can of worms.
Yeah.
It's usually Matt's
There's a can of worms. Here it comes. Matt's opening the worms.
I'm not going to say them because I don't fancy being cancelled.
What was it?
Yeah.
I'll just save the tweets later.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
So anyway.
Tell me laser.
Oh, close that shit.
Close the worms.
But my point is, like, it was kind of like weird walking them through because you got Norway, who was King Shark.
Read books so smart me.
So smart me. I can read a book upside down.
He was so good.
Sylvester Stallone. What's the deal with James Gunn casting these high-end actors for like one word speaking characters? You've got Groot with Vin Diesel.
Oh my god, yeah.
You've got King Shark. Sylvester Stallone.
You know what?
Rocky.
I literally forgot that he was in it. I was like,
so sick.
I remember seeing it in the title and being like, oh, okay. And I don't remember seeing him. Who was he?
King Shark.
You was King Shark?
He was King Shark.
He was King Shark. Do you know this?
All right, that's a real reaction. You broke the internet.
Was it actually?
That's King Shark, yeah. You can hear it in his voice. Bird. Bird. I can probably
oh my god, that's so funny.
Sinead.
What?
And you can't recognize his voice.
Perfect role.
No, I honestly, I don't.
It's the perfect role.
Oh no, that's so funny.
I had one of the
Shark.
stupidest movie watching moments of my entire life.
What's
watching
that?
King Shark. No. So you know the bit where where they get to Jotunheim and he sees the fish tank.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, it's been the whole movie and he's not been in water. How's he been breathing?
Because he's the son of a shark god.
Yep,
and a human woman.
But it only
human woman. A human woman gave birth to King Shark.
Yes.
Ow.
I want to see Baby King Shark.
Yeah,
Baby Shark.
Especially when the fin comes out. Anyway.
Whoa.
Yeah. So anyway, so they get the whole, Mission Impossible, your mission, but you must accept it.
And if you don't, I'm going to send your kids to jail.
Yeah.
And then
I was cold.
Now.
That was heavy.
So
I was cold. Oh.
Cold, how to kill it. She was so much nastier in this film than
she
wasn't.
wasn't. She was nasty in the old one.
She was mean in the old one, but this was
but in the old one, she shot her old
Yeah, she shot her entire team.
I don't know why she didn't do that in this one though.
because they're in the John Cena, the Peacemaker.
No, I know they're in the Peacemaker show, but it's just kind of like, you know what I mean. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
No, she should have woken up and burnt the building down within a minute. Like,
yeah.
Right, Matt, have you seen Clone Wars?
Hell yeah, man.
Yes. Do you know the rat Sebastian? It's the other one who voiced.
Hell yeah, man.
The other one who voiced all the clone troopers. It's played by him.
Is he? Yeah.
It's played by him.
Yeah,
that's the best piece of information I found out recently.
That's so random, but so
it's
cool.
Very random.
I want to know how he's doing his rat noises.
We tried to make these things short.
I can't believe the rat was an actual action rat called Crisp Rat.
And then
no, it's not.
Yes,
yeah, and then there's a stunt double rat called Jaws.
There's only 2 rats in the movie.
Were any rats harmed in the making of this movie?
I hope not.
No, because there were only 2 of them.
There was no disclaimer. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. But anyway,
the rest were all CGI rats.
Exactly. All right. So I'm trying to move on. So like, anyway, I did skip over the daughter because I think that's a powerful scene because I mean I'm all about parenthood. So basically, the way she convinces Robert Duvall, who was Bloodsport, who was Idris Elba, to join the team because he doesn't want to. He's probably said, "I seen what you did with Will Smith. I'm not going down that road."
No thanks.
So then she says, "Well, I got your daughter. What?" Damn, I happen to have a kid. Damn it. Anyway, so that scene in the jail with his daughter, played by Storm Reed, who Sinead also didn't know was the girl from Wrinkle in Time.
A Wrinkle in Time, yeah. She looks so much different. It's like her face is more.
Because she's older.
Well, yeah, but like
age.
Yeah, age.
I don't remember.
Age will do that to
Listen,
you.
COVID's messed me up. Okay, I feel like I've been 21 for 10 years. Can you just not? Can you just not?
That would make her 31, but it's not. So anyway, so that scene though, I mean, like, what did you think about that scene though, Sinead? Because I mean, I thought that was some powerful acting, which I must say throughout this whole movie that James Gunn, despite all the stupidity or the craziness of his characters and everything, he's always about the emotional entanglements of the characters. So what did you think about that arguing scene with daughter arguing with dad who was... she was probably the result of a one-night stand is what she was saying.
Literally, it was so raw. He was like, oh yeah, your mom like kind of, you know...
Yeah.
And she was like, oh yeah, well she ain't around anymore. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of. She was like, "Yeah, what's embarrassing is that you're my dad," and it's kind of a bit like
savage. The yelling,
savage.
the back and forth arguments.
I mean, let's face it. Like, Suicide Squad's probably a better film to be in than A Wrinkle in Time. Just
totally. Because totally. But I mean, I just said that's how I knew this movie was just going to have a bunch of scenes like this where it was just going to be like amazing, you know, and that. So basically, he said, "I can't give you anything." Yeah, but obviously I have to, and that's why he joined the Suicide Squad. Because
blackmail.
It was like really...
because he's a black male, he got blackmailed.
Yeah, blackmailed. He got blackmailed. He got blackmailed in more ways than one.
At least he's the leader. We're all gonna die.
I hope so.
I thought it was good. It's like, with like the dialogue and all this, or like throughout the different scenes, he does like a really good job of like fleshing out like the characters and that they're not heroes and they're actually like bad people. Like he just doesn't care about his daughter.
But see, the thing about it is that it also is proof, right? And Suicide Squad itself is also proof that there are no such thing as bad people. There are people in bad situations. Yeah. So people make different choices that normally are the choices that people would make. Yeah. So like given a choice, they obviously, as we'll know when we get to the third act, they obviously will do the right thing if you give them the choice to which way is it the way you're going to go. You know, I mean, even when, you know, I'm jumping all around, but even Ratcatcher's story is like, you know, you find yourself,
I forgot about that.
You find yourself in situations that, boom, you know, I didn't really ask for this. So, you know, but yeah, it's all about that. You know, even though I didn't think the OHP joke worked. I don't know what that was all about. But she's like, what's that in the corner? And it's an overhead projector.
It was so one-off. I was like, that was an instrument of like banging out hymns in school.
Yeah, that's what that was. It's not even that old.
I remember that. I remember one of them.
Yeah, it is old. But
it's actually not that old.
It was a weird.
It's a weird joke.
Yeah, it was a weird joke.
It really felt like.
Why don't you just get rid of it?
I think it was like.
Or the older people.
And this is a girl that's grown up on the streets. Like, what? Like,
well, she
why do you care about technology?
She's never been in school.
It's like a shitty self-aware movie. Do you like the self-aware Disney movies who are like either fart jokes or old jokes? It felt like one of them jokes.
There was even a don't cough with your
mouth open.
Yeah, with your mouth open.
Hey, don't take.
But that's not an invitation to cough your mouth open.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
God, there's so many jokes in this movie and stuff. I can't believe some friends of mine say, "What the hell did you make me watch this movie for?" Because it's funny. Anyway, so now we're back to the beach and stuff like that. We're in the now because we got these interesting title graphics to let us know.
Amazing,
where we are.
And we've got a team that's like. I felt like it was like when you're going on Overwatch. And you're like, you got your tank, which is a shark. You got your healers. You know what I mean? Like, it was very funny.
Perfect meta. So skip forward a bit. They're all they're sleeping in camp.
Well, you can't really skip the sleeping in camp because then you gotta deal with King Shark trying to eat.
No, that's what I mean. I was about to talk about that. We'll skip forward to camp.
Oh, okay, guys. You don't want to do the bag of dicks on the beach.
Bag of dicks.
There's too many jokes to go through.
If this whole beach was dicks,
celebrities,
I will eat them all.
I'll eat them all.
Who knows where
that's what I feel like. Almost every American.
Go ahead. King Shark is about to eat Ratcatcher.
So beforehand, we see Polka Dot Man expel his dots.
Oh yeah. Now what was funny about that, I was saying that to Sinead earlier, what was funny about that, it was like the way he got up and went over into the bushes, right? And, Bloodsport was looking at him. It's like, it was looking like he took a shit. Right?
Yeah.
Now, who hasn't been camping and it's like, I don't care where the bathroom is, I'm going to get up and go.
Nature's bathroom.
I mean,
exactly.
I went to the boys' toilet by mistake when I went camping.
Was there boys in it?
No,
you probably would have been better going outside.
No.
I don't know why you brought that up then. So, like, there are stories we don't ask for.
Sebastian,
no, it's just kind of like, at least I'm not going to get away with. I mean, at least I'll get away with like the smell because like
it's very smelly in there.
They're not going to assume it was me. Because I'm a girl.
Anyway, right?
So Sebastian runs up.
Anyway.
So Polka Dot Man expelled the dots, right? As if he was like taking the shit.
Sebastian runs up and he goes... And to see in our way about to fucking shut out some scran. After scran on Ratcatcher 2.
Who is narcoleptic.
Deep asleep.
Now I think he was like... Should I eat her?
Yeah.
Should I eat her?
Because he's very
Should
sudden.
I eat her? Somebody stop me.
And this girl is like, she's fully narcoleptic. Like, what was going on with her falling asleep?
And you know what? They never explained that.
No.
They never did they? She probably had a thyroid problem like me.
I loved how we see Bloodsport, like, you get his guns out. And he just starts blasting him into the tree. And we see how invincible King Shark actually is.
Yeah, well, you know, sharks actually their
skin is
underbelly is actually like steel and stuff like that.
Seeing the sense of connection, it's like, and now will you eat your friends?
No. Do you have any friends?
Wait, we skip past John Cena's tighty whities, which is very racist. Which is very
John
racist.
Cena's tighty whities.
That's racist.
That's racist.
Can't say that proper tickle me that long. I just didn't expect it.
I love how
John Cena's got a way to deliver.
You know what's funny about that is he's wearing tight white pants.
Yeah.
Right? In a red shirt and stuff like that. But then he's just like, I'm going to bed, so I'm going to take all my clothes off. I mean, I'm just that guy. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Was he not freezing his bollocks off?
No, man. People just like to
but in the middle of the jungle, there's probably gnats chewing
because
him.
peace keeps him warm.
Yeah, peace keeps
That's what I feel like every American Patriot's like. Every American Patriot is like John Cena.
Yeah, I will sleep in the buff as God made me.
He's sleeping naked with patriotism. He's sleeping naked for a chance Joe Biden will come to his rescue and be like, you're a true soldier.
The stars and stripes keep
So anyway,
warm.
we have a great emotional moment between Ratcatcher and what his name is.
And
Jaws. Yeah. And everything.
Bruce the Shark.
But it does humanize him and stuff like that. You know, because we're going to see a lot more of that later.
You want to give him a hug?
Again, it's James Gunn.
You want to give him a hug?
Yeah, I don't know, because I'd be afraid he'd bite my head off.
I know. No, it's all right. Hey, mate,
you hug him like this.
He bite
air hug.
Yeah.
COVID hug, 2 meters apart.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, next morning
we find out Rick Flag and Harley Quinn are alive. Time to go and save Rick Flag against these dangerous mercenaries. They're the worst people in the world. They're horrible.
So let's do a really cool scene.
We got another side mission. This film is full of side missions.
It's all side missions. It's like doing all the fetch quests before you do the main thing.
Play Witcher 3 before you get them all.
It's like the team is still being built, you know, because it's like you got to collect all your different characters. So they go in and they go after Rick Flag, you know, and Bloodsport knows him. So it's like, all right, cool, let's do this. I think this is my favorite scene.
I think it's one of my favorite scenes out of the DC universe altogether.
No, but I mean, what I mean is like I'm a visualist, yeah. So as a visualist, it's kind of like I'm looking at the shots, like the chosen shots that James did. So the camp opens up on two guys, one giving him back the cup. The coffee that he made for him. Thanks, man. All right, cool. And he goes back and shit. It's like, and he doesn't even smoke, cause like he's just standing there and shit like that. And then that's when Nanawe yum yum
Big scram.
Oh my god,
fastest scran of the whole film.
Oh my god, that whole chomp down the throat. I mean, it was like about 4 bites.
Imagine being eaten alive though. Like what would that even feel like?
I know.
Imagine being swallowed, and I know that's a fetish.
You know what?
That's but like, imagine just.
Reckon this King Shark.
Sinead, did you ever see Anaconda?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
Imagine.
It's one of my terrifying fever dreams.
Do you remember Ice Cube? Was it Ice Cube in it?
No,
who was it?
Maybe, but it was John Voight. I know it's John Voight.
Just like being swallowed. Oh, imagine.
Point, Matt,
crazy.
it doesn't matter.
He's inside.
He's sucking you down.
I don't
punch
care.
him all you want.
Yeah, but if I T-pose.
If I T-pose.
So yeah, Matt
goes on.
Yeah,
to get out. You can be like, I'm Matt from Revere. Can you like let me out? And they'll be like, oh, sorry, mate. And I'll let you out.
No, just say, I'm your friend, and he won't eat you.
No, I reckon. Who you got between me and a big snake?
Do you have any weapons?
Procure on site.
I reckon Matt, if you get enough prep time, I reckon Matt could easily bang it out.
See, the thing about it is with a snake, not with the shark, but with a snake, it's sucking you down.
Yeah.
Right? It might be piercing you with its poison fangs.
It paralyzes you.
Yeah, but it's actually...
You can't move while it does it. You're eating alive.
If Matt's doing rage damage...
But the shark is chomping as you go.
Give Matt an axe and he'll charm it.
Give Matt an axe. or give Peacemaker an axe.
Hey, buddy, you want to see that? Oh, that was sick.
That was so
sick.
So that's where we are.
to fucking kebabs.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's where we are.
See the rivalry.
So Peacemaker and Bloodsport are going through and having a competition with each other, you know, and knocking and killing people off.
Tearing through this comp.
This is so funny. It's just like
they're just nailing.
Fires the dog. What was doing LLG?
Yeah.
But I love. I mean, he had to be on wires, but I love it how Peacemaker just kind of like floated up to the top of the thing.
It was sick.
Just started walking along. I'll do a blow dart, and now as he's blow darting people, he blow darts a woman who's doing her laundry.
She's just trying to wash her clothes, man.
You know, Bloodsport shoots a guy who's trying to have a bath.
Oh my god!
Right? So
he electrocutes.
This guy just
There's some guy with his dick in the window, just trying to have a good day.
Hey, I was going to get to the guy with the dick in the window.
Yeah, he's full commando. I was like,
first of all, I'm like,
you know what? Hang on a minute. Why was he doing that when the camp's full of people? He just wanted everyone to see his... I reckon he was an exhibitionist and he deserved to die.
No, wait.
He's a voyeurist.
Wait. I believe.
That's funny.
I believe because we get some cameos in this movie. I believe that was supposed to be Dave Bautista.
Really?
But Dave Bautista refused to show his dick. Actually,
I hope so.
Do you know
Probably.
Peacemaker was meant to be Dave Bautista?
Was he? Yeah.
Was he?
Yes, he was busy though.
He was busy though, but he got in there to do one scene with his dick out, didn't
Do you reckon he was just like, let me phone John real quick, see if he could do it?
You know what? I can see it and I can't.
He told BBC it was a blessing in disguise because John Cena is one of the nicest people he's worked with.
Oh, that's so cute. I love John Cena.
Jesus Christ. Anyway,
I couldn't see him through the whole film though. So.
No, yeah, where was he?
Where was he?
Where was who?
Just John Cena. He was meant to be in it, but he wasn't in it.
Only why? Because
you couldn't see him.
Oh
yeah. Do you know everyone on the internet does that for like
both eyes, and you turn your head sideways, you still can't see him.
No,
yeah. Oh,
so
that's good for you, Sinead.
They've killed the entire camp. All the camp's dead.
So all the camp's dead, and then they go into rescue Flag, and he's like, "Are you drinking tea?"
Yes.
The first time you saw this,
Idris Elba, the British man, was very excited to see tea.
The drop on your face. The drop on your face when you see King Shark.
Drinking my people.
When King Shark vomits up like the ring.
Yeah.
And it's
oops.
Now the thing about it is, like, the woman, like, people said, yo, that woman should have, like, but she had nobody to kill them with, you know, so that's why she said, look, I make the deal with the devil if I had
And the Americans are the devil.
No, I reckon there should have been at least a scene where she's, like, really angry and one of them just kind of restrains her, because she literally just looked at all her dead mates and went,
okay.
I love how it was like a side plot. I'm so glad it wasn't the main plot, because that would have bored the shit out of me.
What was?
The freedom fighters thing.
Yeah.
If I wanted to see a movie like that, I'd put on a rock movie.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that was like put to the side.
It was a nice catalyst to like drive everything along, but like it was good because it was just
kept it at
just
a minimum.
enough.
Like even it's like we need to rescue my
just made you aware that kind of thing was going on.
Yeah,
but you
like,
can see how
world building.
you can see how that plot was needed. Like when Rick told her that, well, while all the soldiers are busy in Jotunheim,
in small amounts it was needed. Yeah,
you know, no, he said while the soldiers are busy in Jotunheim, then you got empty space to go
Take
in there.
Your opportunity, guys.
Milton.
Yeah.
Milton.
God
my
rest him.
favorite, my favorite character, Milton.
So anyway, she says she's gonna help them. They got Rick Flag, and they're heading into town
with Milton.
No, they got to get Milton first.
Don't they? Where did they get Milton from?
He's the bus driver.
Yeah, Milton had the truck, so they had to get to Milton. So Milton, when he goes up to the gate and he doesn't have his papers and stuff like that, and that's when they shoot up all the guys and everything. Yeah. So that's how they get to Milton.
Imagine being Milton in that scene, just like all the guards around you just getting nailed, and you're like,
you see a shark through your window.
Killing all the guards that are like scarier than me. And secondly, where's me papers?
I don't have my papers. Yeah, exactly. I'm so lucky for you guys coming on. So anyway, so now they have to. So what are they doing now? Because they're not going after Harley yet.
It's the nightclub.
They're going to the nightclub.
They find the Thinker. Well, I'll get to the Thinker in a minute, but I thought I was really let down by the Thinker. I love his performance.
Peter Capaldi as Doctor Who as the Thinker.
It was amazing performance, but it wasn't the Thinker to me. That was just the guy.
It was because you got these dials on his head,
but he didn't use them once. Anything.
He didn't even go. I can control your mind.
At least in the Flash.
What is his powers? Is he just dead smart?
Yeah.
In the Flash TV show, he's overpowered. Like, in the Flash TV show, he's like this guy in a chair, and he knows everything what's going to happen.
Like Professor X?
He knows to kill anyone. He's going to be at any moment. In this one, he fucks Starro, and yeah.
He doesn't fuck
Pokemon Shaggy.
No, the thing says he had his way with me.
What? Yeah, did you hear it?
And he looks there and goes,
what? Yeah, he fucked Starro. Yeah, he fucked it.
Dirty. In the armpit.
Dirty. No way he did that.
Yeah, he fucked it.
Dirty?
Oh, filthy, that's when he was small, Starro.
Yeah. Oh my!
That's even worse.
That's even worse.
Yeah, this way with me.
Oh my God!
Imagine how squishy that must have been.
Hey, Sinead. I'm not wrong with a little bit of squishy.
Whoa!
Bonk Sinead.
Don't bonk me.
Yes.
Listen, boy.
Okay.
Listen, boy.
I didn't know that part, but
they allude to it when
no, I know, but
when Ratcatcher says, "Do you want 1,000 rats crawling up your ass?"
And you don't know what my ass look like.
No, he says you don't know what I'm into.
Well, and he likes stars apparently. Squishy stars.
The club scene, we see like it's so before the club scene, we get like this we get like this narrative of like building up narrative of Ratcatcher's dad, Taika Waititi. We get why Bloodsport is scared of rats.
Yeah. No. What I loved
that was
about
really sad.
What I loved about that scene is not just him telling her the story, but the reaction of both John Cena and Dave Dalmatian. Because they both had, one had a problem with his dad and the other had a problem with his mom. Yeah. So it's about how parental cruelty can affect you and everything.
Yeah, and it made him a bad parent as well.
They didn't have to say, my dad did this or my mom did that, but you could see it in their faces. Yeah. And James Gunn, just like held on their faces while he was telling that story. That was freaking fantastic. Like, that's how you work like a group scene. You know what I mean?
I think it was the worst scene in the film.
Really?
Yes.
James,
because no, listen. It felt like it was only there to like pretty much put some exposition in there. Like, okay,
but I just told you. It unified them in a way, though.
It did, and I could have done it in a better way, but it was needed. But he could have done it in a better way.
Yeah, but then there was the kind of whole like,
this comes from a guy who gets his cucumber chopped off
in his film. Yeah,
I didn't direct the
because
film.
Like it was more intimate than that because it was kind of a bit like he says in the beginning like you don't tell people your insecurities or your you know what I mean. You don't let people on, and that was him like, and then you see like the father-daughter dynamic between him and Ratcatcher.
But also then, like, she's looking at him. Right? And she's not looking at him with love. She's looking at him because he looks like her dad.
Exactly.
They could have done her because she looks like...
Unlike another DC film where you decided to make the father figure like sexual and you made Batgirl shag Batman on the roof, but whatever. We won't talk about that.
Which is terrible.
DC.
I think the scene...
That wasn't DC. That was Bruce Timm, so he's a freak.
Bruce Timm.
I think the scene was... I think that the message that came across was lovely, but it could have been done way better than a...
No, it can't, man.
It could easily be better. It could have done better.
3 people say you're wrong.
Emotional Emotional things always happen on the bus, James.
If you were on the X Factor and there was 3 people that said no, you wouldn't get
if
through.
If the majority controls an opinion, then that's not democracy. That's not a world I want to live in. Okay, so move on. We go to the club scene
I'm
and we
big
see
and you're small and there's nothing you can do about it.
We're having a boxing match.
James, you're entitled to your opinion and I respect it.
And we love you. But anyway, so we walk into the club and we get another cameo. Hold on, guys. We walk into the club, we get another cameo that you didn't see because it was only like 1 second, which was of Lloyd Kaufman from Trauma Films that gave James Gunn his first jobs and stuff. So he's just like that old guy, like when they walk into the club and stuff like that. He had a bigger scene in Guardians and stuff where he was one of the prisoners, but it was cool to see that.
Also,
but then that was right before we get to Mantis on the stage and everything. Yeah. And you had to be told that Mantis from Guardians is on there. But then when I looked at it again, I'm like, damn, that shot is actually long. So I don't know why I missed it the first time.
That's what I was thinking, because I was like, oh, it's a chick from Guardians. And I was like, it's still a chick from Guardians.
It's still there.
We see this bonding now.
We see all the titties.
And we see Sebastian.
Do we?
No,
there was titties when they run through the dressing room. There's titties.
Oh yeah, there's titties in the dressing room, but not
like
not in
so
the.
we've had a dick and we've had some titties. That's
drinking
diversity there.
It's a rated R movie edition.
They're drinking. The rat's drinking. It's
that's because Peacemaker said, "Hey, the rat." What I liked about that was not only did Sebastian go, yeah. But then we get a shot of Sebastian drinking.
It's so cute.
Taking a shot.
That rat must have been absolutely shit faced for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, exactly.
It
was a real rat.
It's like, imagine if like that was your cup, but you're the size of a rat.
It's like Sebastian's gonna be fucking.
Imagine if we were that big.
Yeah. Exactly.
Trying to do a shot like that.
So anyway, so then like the thinker comes in and everything. So then it just goes over to him. He's like, hey, yeah. And so I think the thinker thought he was about to get lucky. Hey, what's going on, big guy? And he's like, this is a gun, a real gun. Yeah. You're going to follow me outside. He's like, oh, damn. And everything like that. And like, so as he lead them out, the soldiers come. Milton's like trying to warn them, right? Because Milton's outside having a smoke. He's trying to warn them and everything. But then now, first of all, I know Idris is English, but he's black, man. And where are they? Corto Maltese. Yes. Right? He's hanging out with a white guy with a cowboy hat.
Yeah. A white guy and John.
And John Cena.
And then John Cena.
And John Cena.
In shirt that don't fit.
And shirt. It looks like one of them dads who like come from like a soccer practice type thing. Like a soccer dad.
Okay. So anyway, so when Idris is like, so get him out, he tells Ratcatcher and Polka Dot Man to take him out the back, right? Now these guys come and go, hey, we're looking for Americans, all right? Let me check all your papers. Now these guys are clearly Corto Maltesian, right? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Where's the gringos?
Where are those damn Americans? I don't know, they stand out right over there.
Yeah. Maybe John Cena, the wait's in the room.
Just listen for the sound of brass.
We're American. So they have to go, we're American.
He had a cowboy hat on.
But it's just the English dude's like, oh yeah, I'm the one you're looking for.
Yes, I'm the one.
No, you're not American.
I'm American.
Does he?
Yeah, he actually says I'm American. I'm an American. And then that's when Rick Flag goes, I'm American too. And all that other kind of stuff.
John Cena's like, oh no, and then he's like, no, come on, man, we're with him.
So okay. They take the thinker, they're tracking them, and then we see this really cool shot of the vans in the rain. Yeah. We have a really good song in the background. And yeah.
What do you mean the van in the rain?
The van's in the rain. The van's like speeding along in the rain. They go in. And you see Idris Elba get a ciggy, and he's like, "Have you ever heard of the one death punch?"
Oh yeah.
Good
and then he done the death punch in synchronization.
Yeah, that was cool. Except for the fact that truck went off the hill, rolled over a couple of times, and these guys just came out like this.
Yeah, fine.
Always
wear your seatbelt.
Hey man, Black Widow did it. Why can't we? Yeah, exactly. And then the van just shows up. The bus just shows up too. So I love the convenience. But anyway,
do you know what we've skipped over? Almost the entire Harley Quinn plot.
No, we haven't, because what happened was when they were in the van, that's when the guy said, "Yeah, we got that Harley Quinn girl, Harley." And
she's alive.
So that's why.
And then meanwhile, with Harley,
that's why they say Operation Jotunheim. And says, "No, we got to go get Harley." So and then they changed it to Operation.
We skipped
Harley.
over the entire love scene between her and the Cult of Maltese president, but all it is it's a nice. She kills him.
It's amazing.
She kills him because of red flags.
Yeah. And good on her, to be honest, because I wish I had that ability.
To just kill him over red flags.
Yeah, so I mean, we had this really truncated, really montage of a love scene, and everything with the guy. But then, it wasn't Gabriel Luna. It was one of those guys. Anyway, and so Harley kills him because he says he's going to kill kids, and so she's like, "Oh, you can't."
She's
kill
a bad
kids.
guy, but not necessarily a bad guy.
Well, she's never killed kids, so it's like she's right. That's her thing.
Yeah,
and everything. So anyway, but now they're going to go rescue her, but then she's like, being strung up, and they're like sticking her with a cattle prod
to find out how many of them.
Which never burns her dress. I don't know why.
Yeah. Cape shit, because cape shit.
Cape shit. Thank you.
Or dress shit.
But I got to tell you, I did love her. I did love that escape bit because when a guy turns his back on her, never turn your back on Harley Quinn
or a woman in general.
Thank you, Sinead.
James. I just poisoned your coffee.
Temp's fate. You're forgetting something, James. They're patient. Just because you turned your back then.
I'm going to remember that for the next 10 years.
He's got a vendetta.
I don't know why they keep going off script. So anyway, Harley's eyes was amazing. No, listen. Harley always plays the ditch. She plays the ditch in this scene. She always plays the ditch. But like in the cartoon, she's a formidable force. Yeah.
She's a doctor.
But a formidable force.
Like, that's what I mean. She's clever.
She's a doctor, but she's a formidable force, meaning that I'm getting to her kill scene of everybody. Is that like what James Gunn did that they didn't do, and I don't think they did in Birds of Prey or anything like that, is show how she's just a formidable fucking force. Her feet are fantastic. I don't have a foot fetish. I don't have a foot fetish.
There we go. Yay. Give him a second one. That was just like outline.
One bunk for each foot.
No, but
she escapes by grabbing the keys off of his Benz.
All done by hand.
All done by foot.
Yeah, all done by foot and stuff like that.
Very resourceful lady.
But with a pair of combat boots, she takes out the whole army.
It was such a beautiful action sequence of just a gigolo in the background. Just a gigolo. She's getting guns. She's using spears.
Now, you know what? I'd love to believe that I can count. But I mean, I never bother trying to count when people shoot guns because it's like, how many bullets does that actually take?
Shit. It's like John Wick.
Yeah.
I forgot. I think it was number 2.
Oh, John Wick. Oh, forget about it.
It's like 36 bullets in one chamber.
It's like we got bullet time, bullet counting. Never do it.
No, yeah.
But
the only person I've ever seen count bullets is Deadpool, and he did it so well.
Yeah.
It's like Call of Duty logic.
Yeah. So anyway, and then she finds the javelin from Javelin.
Yeah, it was like
she doesn't know what the javelin. Yeah, well, she doesn't know what the javelin is for and everything. But then she's
I love the mix of blood and flowers. Like that mix.
Yeah.
What did you think that meant? I feel like that's got something behind it.
That's a mental illness. Remember, she's batshit. She's very.
That's how she sees the world.
It's her point of view. Yeah.
But somebody said though, like, you don't just see flowers, you see birds.
Yeah, there's birds in the background.
But somebody said that the birds are scared of her. Like, if you look at it again, like the birds are like
hiding behind the pillar.
Yeah. So like even in the yellow bird thing, but
she escapes. This master plan to free Harley. All the
no, don't jump it. So she comes out, right? She calls a cab, right? And everything. She gets into the car and stuff. Now you got to remember what she said while she was being hung up. What she was saying was, nobody's coming for me. Nobody cares about me. Right, so this is her logic because she was always on about the Joker. Yeah. So when she sees them, that's when she doesn't know who Bloodsport is, but she knows who the Flag is. So then she's like, wait a minute, and then so
she's like, hi guys, came to rescue me.
Now that was a terrible crime.
That's patronizing.
He's climbing, right, and it looked like he had to do that. Like so it was very awkward looking as he tried to climb up on this little like tensile, and that's when she goes, hi guys, and everything, and they're like, what the fuck
you guys doing?
You gonna save me?
It's like the shot before that where she gets in the taxi, and she just puts the javelin through the window. First of all, that was so smooth. It was like the slickest thing ever.
She probably practiced that.
And then like the second one is just like, it's like the cartoon where they're just like where flag and Bloodsport just like tiptoeing across the road, like no one can see it.
One of my favourite jokes in that is when Harley's like, so Bloodsport says, "What's the javelin for?" She goes, "I'm waiting for God to tell me." Jesus Christ.
Oh, him too.
Yeah, exactly.
Any of them really.
Any of them really. I love that.
But then like so she got that the realization that someone cared, Flag cared, and he brought out the people that cared and stuff like that. So that was really cool. So now the team is fully formed, and the Suicide Squad is fully formed.
Interview the Thinker. So during that scene, and this is a really weird fun fact. During that scene, John Cena had to eat 36 empanadas.
Really? Yeah.
36 what?
Empanadas.
What's that?
No, well, so Milton had brought empanadas.
What's empanadas?
It's like a taco wrap kind of thing.
So he had to keep eating them on.
Yeah, takes. So he had 36 of them.
So what you saw
I want
was
his job.
So you saw a wide shot. Yeah, so you saw a wide shot, and then you had the different cutaways. So it's like as they're shooting that whole sequence of them threatening the Thinker, you always had to. So because he was eating in the background, he always had to eat no matter what camera angle was on. That's why.
Yeah.
And stuff. But like the thing about
the life of an actor.
But it's also kind of like a funny thing about Milton does have a role. He brought the empanadas.
Yes, Milton.
He drives the van.
You know what I mean? So like when he's like, so you can't you can't do it. So they say you can't do this thing, can't do that. And Harley was like, I got my team now. So she was just trying to like be ballsy and stuff.
Yeah, she's like,
I am walking back and forth.
And shit.
I am walking back and forth.
I love that.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
But that's not an open
That's not a thing,
job.
Harley. That's not a thing. But that doesn't mean you have an open invitation to go.
So they go to Jotunheim. They've got their plan. It starts to rain.
This
it's beautiful.
is beautiful.
Oh. So clean.
Slow walking.
Milk rain. I call it milk rain. It was like milky rain.
Well,
like thousand angels splooging.
Not because of that.
Like
but
angels are splooging on us.
Yeah, exactly. But not because of that. But I love it how they walked out into the rain and then walked out of the rain. So they disappeared into the white, and then they came out of the white.
So we're coming.
And then, so as the team is coming, it's another great team shot. You can see it in the poster. Yeah. But then all the way at the end is our man Milton.
Milton. We're coming up to one of the best, maybe screenshots of the movie. So do you know when they storm it? They're fighting. King Shark picks up a guy, rips him in half, slow mo.
That was awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, because what was awesome is hey, I'm full now. So usually I eat people, but I also rip
and I just show you my brute strength instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, friends.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what happens if you leave me.
Yeah, exactly. And so they go up and to the place to get in. Now, what I thought was kind of interesting, and I don't know if you noticed this, Sinead, but what I thought was kind of interesting is that they had some female empowerment thing, because they had a female soldier behind the monitors who notices when the rats are eating the monitors and breaking them. And then they had a female soldier that was in charge. Come on, when they went into the thing and they had to get the batarang, get the batarang.
You know what?
And I just thought it was kind of weird and different. You know what I mean?
You know what, Chase? I didn't even notice this.
Oh well, but it was. Just,
I feel like we're in it. I feel like with the movies, especially.
Sorry, nobody noticed it but me.
No, I feel like no, but genuinely, I feel like we're in a good place with movies at the minute. I do. I feel like everyone's passing the vibe check,
everyone gets
passing the Bechtel tests.
Yeah.
And now I'm just very desensitized to gender.
It's a based opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think it was a good thing.
It was
anyway.
Good
So now what happens is so he's passing out the bombs for everyone, and then Peacemaker is stuck with King Shark, and King Shark's like, ooh, Peacemaker.
That's very sweet of you. That looks nothing like me.
But then what you don't notice because you
tried his best.
But then what you don't notice, because you would have to have seen the film and then watched it again like I did. But what you don't notice is that at that point, that's when Peacemaker notices that the Thinker is taking Rick Flag and Ratcatcher to the thing, and so he sees it, and then King Shark turns around and Peacemaker's gone, and we don't think nothing about it. You know what I mean?
It's just like they were getting
on a rewatch. You're very suspicious.
That's what I'm saying. No, but that's the moment, because now what we get is the exposition.
So
what did you think of the exposition, James?
Dirty little secrets.
Dirty little secrets.
Literally,
I only saw that.
Filthy
I only saw that on the third watch.
So America's behind it. We go down there. It's like this torture chamber. Some guy Doom, like their guts were hanging out.
Doom. That's literally what it was like.
An air pressure tank, and these people saying, "Help me! He's had his way with me." Starro, the one conscious being mind, and he shrugs off. We see Finkel as like this butcher.
I would think that he had his way with the girl that had the starfish on the face.
No, that she's gone. That's just a corpse.
I know.
But right, do you think it could have been that? Do you think he shagged one of the people and it's hurt the star?
I think he was shagging the women.
No.
He's still got to look at the little star on her face.
I know. I don't think he cared about that.
Either way,
I'm your boss.
I'm your boss.
And he's America's done this.
Absolutely filthy.
We see Rick Flag absolutely flip on, like, yeah, fuck America, fuck you, fuck everyone, and then goes to get it, and then the Patriot comes down.
The Peacemaker.
The Patriot Pacemaker.
Oh, man.
Pacemaker. That's a shit superhero.
The Peacemaker.
The Pacemaker.
I'd love to see
your heart.
I'd love to see David Harbour's character from Marvel.
The Russian guy.
Yeah, the Russian guy. Red Russian?
Red Guardian.
Red Guardian versus Peacemaker. I know they're both different things. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
But and that's where the fight starts. But then boom.
So, like, basically, he's like, I can't let you leave with that. Like, as if he was told,
part of the mission.
If anybody doesn't, we got to get the evidence. So the mission was to destroy the evidence.
Wow, America did something sketchy.
But then he's saying that he doesn't want to destroy the evidence.
In a foreign country, no less.
What?
Who doesn't believe this? Oh, it's like aliens. It's like Roswell. It's like Area 51. It's like the world being flat. Anyway, so like...
Do you believe the world is flat?
Shut up, man.
Please don't say you're a flat earther,
Chase.
The world has right angles.
The world is shaped like a pterodactyl.
I will literally leave the movie squad. This will be my final episode.
Anyway.
It's just a big Dorito.
Why I left the movie squad.
I am square earthed.
Anyway. So, like, they fighting and everything. And, like, we thinking Rick Flag's been through in the first one. He's in this one. Yeah. Rick Flag is obviously our main man along with Bloodsport. But we are totally not expecting what happens next.
In the most
and
fatality.
He gets fatality. He gets, and to prove...
Oh my God.
I told you my mic was loose.
Are you slut shaming the mic?
Told you the mic was loose.
Anyway, to prove... Back onto me, Andrew. Anyway, to prove... Stop it! Anyway,
Sinead, that was funny.
To prove that... that Flag is dead is that we actually see the metal go through his chest into his heart.
And you know what? I think they did it because that's what happened to us as the viewers.
Well, we were like, what the? And it's kind of like, no, because us, the viewer, knows that nobody's dead until you see the body.
Yeah.
Right? And so it won't satisfy us just to see him roll over.
His final line.
So we need to see that thing went into his heart.
Yeah.
And then he delivers really the most heart-wrenching line.
Peacemaker, what a joke.
No, it would have been Pacemaker, what a joke.
Pacemaker, I could show you one of them right now.
Pacemaker, give me one of those.
I sure need one of them right now.
Do you think that's what he was trying to say?
No, that's not what he was trying to say.
Pacemaker.
Shut up.
One of those.
It's like you can see it on Peacemaker's face though. He's just like, "Ooh, I'm really conflicted right now."
Yep.
Exactly, because what it is I was given a job, right? I do what I'm told. I'm just one of those people. But I just killed a really good man and everything like that. I didn't want to, but I had to because I was told to. Yeah. And this is where I think is where the series is going to take off, because it's going to be a redemption series. So I've said it here first that I think that the Pacemaker series, damn it, Peacemaker.
It's just like a bunch of old people in hospitals getting surgeries. Like John Cena doing surgeries on old people.
It's just F you and old men.
The pacemaker. DC's the pacemakers. It's just a bunch of old
in a hospital near you.
Oh my God, no, it's Arkham Asylum's like old and decrepit.
Streaming to NHS.
The euthanasia squads.
That's what it's going to be about. And,
Make the pacemaker show. No, I've got an idea for the pacemaker show.
If you complete
it's a pacemaker on a table. It's like idle on a table. It's like a medium shot.
Shut the
a long
hell up.
take.
So anyway, that's what it's going to be about.
Ratcatcher.
So now Ratcatcher sees it. Now this is heart wrenching because it's kind of like you love this character, and then he's on her faster than white on rice. Yeah. He's got the gun on her,
faster
right?
than white on rice.
And she's like, "Don't kill me," and he's like, "I got you because I'm thorough."
Right, yeah. So cold.
He's literally explicitly said he kills women and children.
I'm so glad she didn't die.
He didn't say that. He was just saying, "I'm thorough and I got a job to do."
No, he says earlier on, he's like, "Oh yeah, I kill women and children."
Oh, did he?
I reckon, yeah.
Yeah, when he's talking to Bloodsport's like, "I only kill like dudes," and he's like, "Oh really? I kill women and children if they're in the way of the mission."
Do you reckon if his teenagers like communists would like properly get him?
So he's no worse than the enemy.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
He's American.
Yeah, he's American. All right, listen. So 8 minutes earlier, go James.
8 minutes earlier, they're putting bombs everywhere, and then we see we see the shark from Moana.
The shark from Moana.
He goes in, and so we see King Shark, and this beautiful score, by the way. Whoever done this score, massive props. And he finds little friends, and his face, the smile on my face, and he went, "New friends!" Yeah. Oh my God! Yes. You enjoy yourself.
See, that's when my brain went, how can he breathe? I felt so stupid. This movie made me feel dumb in like 5 seconds flat.
They were like the fish from Finding Nemo.
Are they from?
Yeah.
The little jellyfish. Are them fish in the comics or anything? Are they just random fish unnamed?
No, I don't know what they are.
They're just experiments.
They are killer piranhas.
Yeah, space fish.
Space fish. Like space. We got space age with Polka Dot Man. We got space fish.
Yeah.
We got Space Star.
Interdimensional space fish.
So, what happens? The bomb goes off or something?
Yeah, it goes off too early because Polka Dot Man's like, Milton!
No. Yeah, we've got Milton. Milton? There's a Milton with us?
Yeah, exactly. So Milton, right? So Polka Dot Man does his heroic thing, but then he sets off the bombs early, so that's why they say, "Hey, how come the bombs went off early downstairs?" Yeah. So anyway, so this was great, man. Water coming in, whatever, and all that kind of stuff. They're about to fall off the building, and stuff, and I don't know. I don't think it was that necessary, but Harley Quinn saves. Initially starts to save Bloodsport, and everything, but then they still kind of had to jump to the other side, and that's when he's like gonna fall down.
Before that, you've got King Shark. He jumps down and he takes the guy's head off
and starts chewing on it.
Like an apple, yeah.
That was after the fish started to try to eat him.
Yeah, and
the fish and their teeth were so sharp that they were going through his skin. So you saw them going through his skin, but I think it just like reformed or whatever and everything. But he fell down like to the ground and stuff, and they kept trying.
I was scared he died. I was so scared he died.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna die. Like he was gonna keep coming back, and they were gonna drop a building on him, and he weren't gonna make it.
Yeah. But then when Idris is going down floor by floor, then he lands just in time.
He stick the landing like 14 times.
His smile had so much vendetta in his eyes. Like, I'm gonna kill you.
Finally.
I'll fucking get you.
Well, no, but it wasn't really more about that. It was more like, you dare to put a gun to this girl's head?
And then
stand off.
It's like, who shot first?
They both shot at the same time, but he had smaller bullets and everything like that, and again, when did he do that? I mean, he's not Tony Stark. I don't know how he gets all of his equipment. But
I was
because that's what Peacemaker said was like he shoots better with smaller bullets.
Smaller bullets, yeah.
So then now, let me make.
It's like the opposite to Bruce Wayne. Where did he get all that money from that tech?
Well, that's why I said it's more like Tony Stark than Bruce Wayne.
What's Bloodsport's like character though? Because that was it for me. I was just like,
He's not like that in the comics, man. They just invented this like that, just to make him better than Deadshot.
Oh right, okay, I see.
So anyway, he shoots Peacemaker in the throat. And I mean, obviously you're thinking, you're dead, bro.
Burst out.
You're dead, bro. But it was a small bullet.
Yeah.
So small bullet in the throat, he's yoked. So like, you know, that's probably how they could find him in the rubble and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pull him out.
Yeah. So anyway,
we got a kaiju up in this bitch.
And we got a kaiju up in this bitch. I love that.
Suicide Squad versus Starro the Conqueror.
Whoa.
Round one.
Now,
Ding, ding.
wait. Before we go into that, this is the third act. And most superhero films, as we all know, right? Most superhero films fall apart in the third act.
Yeah.
Because they threw everything in the kitchen sink in the first two acts.
Yeah.
This is what was beautiful about this. This one is all about the third act.
Yeah.
And because we didn't know what was coming, they didn't know what was coming as characters and stuff, that made it genius. Yeah. You know, so Starro the Conqueror breaks out.
Such a cool villain.
And out of his coochie, you know, spawns a lot of other starfish.
The face hookers just go.
Little armpit coochie.
Now remember, this also Starro was created in the '60s, way before Alien.
Yeah,
that's just illegal.
So Starro is the first face hugger.
Hey.
You know, I mean, in the comics. Now, but because it was comics made for kids, like, you know, you could take the facehuggers off, and, you know, because, like, the Justice League had facehuggers and all of this kind of stuff. Yeah. But this one, they R-rated, dangerous. You get a facehugger, you're dead.
I can't wait to see the Starro.
Cover your face.
I can't wait to see Starro and Justice League kill the Suicide Squad. I'm sorry, Suicide Squad kill the Justice League.
In the Rocksteady game.
Yeah, Rocksteady. Same universe as Arkham.
Okay.
It's a Suicide Squad game, and the entire Starro is taking over the entire Justice League.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sick. Yeah. It's gonna be sick. If it's anything like the Arkham games, oh my god, I'm happy.
Yeah,
if it's anything like the Arkham games, I'm gonna be.
A Rocksteady making it.
Why are you jumping? All right, we got to come to the end.
We're not jumping.
No, I'm just saying. So
That's gonna be 2 hours long, like 4 minutes.
I know, right? Exactly. Waller gets the signals open, and Waller's like, "You guys done your job," because she assumes that Peacemaker has done it and everything. Get out of there. And they're like, "But all those people, I don't care about anybody.
It's solidarity.
Just get out of there." Yeah. And then so they're like, "Okay," and it's like that moment. You know, I mean, what are we going to do? They look to Bloodsport. He's like, "We out of here." He's walking away. I'm like, "Fuck it." You know, then they just start walking away. Coming. And then he stops. Yeah. Damn, that's such a hero moment.
Yeah. And Waller gets banged out.
She has 9 irons to the back of the arse.
Finally.
Well, first of all, I think we all want to bang out Waller. Not bang Waller, bang out Waller. Knock her out.
Take a putter to the side of her head.
Yeah, I think we all want. Anyway, so like the whole point about it is it showed the humanity of like henchmen or the people, because they're not really henchmen. They're like they're workers and stuff like that. But like they also believe that, look, we're here. We should do something about this. You know, but these starfish are already killing all these people. So it's kind of like, it's not like you could save them, but you could stop the starfish from taking out over the whole island, you know, and all that.
I like the shot. I like the little girl who looked dead confused.
You know, that was.
I was scared that they were gonna like actually just kill her off on screen, but I was thinking it's just kind of like being like, look what's at stake here.
Yeah, their kids there. It's all that other kind of stuff.
I'm glad they weren't afraid to kill children.
Well,
okay, James.
Not on camera. Not on camera. I mean, even
in theory,
they did. Yeah,
no, he showed the kid, but he didn't.
The kid hanging in the beginning. Oh, yeah, but they had a bag over his head.
True. Yeah. But we're talking about that cute little kid that was just standing there wondering where her mom was.
Which kid?
The little
when the starfish was taking everybody.
One of the like shop.
Anyway, there was a kid.
Yeah. You weren't watching it, James.
You weren't
watching it properly.
Anyway, Bloodsport stops. And he's like, fuck it, right? And he goes back, and everybody's like, yeah, let's go back there, right? And everything. And so they go back, and he pulls out another magic weapon that increases and increases.
He becomes
has power to spin and shoot at the same time.
When he says the polka dot mom, it's your mom!
Yeah.
And it's this massive, like, 50-year-old
Linda.
woman.
She looks like a Linda.
I'm a superhero!
Yeah.
You should let other people tell you that.
Now, Jackson hated that part. Jackson hated that part. Well, because he loves Pokemon, man.
I love Pokemon, man.
You know,
I knew it was going to happen, though.
You better not kill Pokemon.
I knew it was going to happen. I could already tell.
I stand in solidarity. I'm so sad they killed him off.
Yeah, well, that was the way sometimes
you had Boomer or Polka Dot Man, not both of them.
Yeah, you can't take both of the cool ones.
Yeah. Well, he was cool because, but he went out a hero, and that
he already killed Flag he's the 20 seconds ago.
Yeah,
I love how he changed from the beginning. He wanted to die. He wanted to. He hated everyone.
But then again, it's like, you know, he cut off one of Starro's legs in a way.
Yeah.
But then it just tells Harley to go high.
Take the high ground
without even knowing what she's going to do.
Yeah, take the high ground.
Harley Quinn equals Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Literally.
She's like, I know what to do. She's like, I know what to do with this. I know what to do with this.
I know.
And she runs across a small ledge, and she dives into the eye.
You forgot the rats.
And the rats,
they come in. She gets the rats.
She opens a gateway for the rats to crawl in.
And we see this beautiful melodic scene, something out of like a low budget indie film of this music of Harley Quinn in the eye with the rats tearing open the muscles.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh. Like just visually,
that was better than Michael Jackson's Ben. But also too though is that, you know, what you got what I did leave out was when Ratcatcher had the memory of her dad played by
that was lovely.
fantastic.
That was lovely.
And then she starts crying. Oh.
She's like, it's not your world, it's not our world, it's theirs and everything. And then she calls the rats from everywhere and stuff like that. And it's just like, no.
I think this.
Yeah, he was lying down, just having the worst time.
And this is her moment. This is her moment to save him, because he saved her, right, from getting hit by the starfish.
Yeah.
So he saved her, and then she saved him, just like they said in the.
This movie is the king of one-liners when people die. You've got I'm a superhero, dies. Peacemaker, what a joke, dies. Then we've got I was happy floating in space, dies.
Milton didn't say anything and he died.
Yeah, Milton
Boomer didn't say anything and he died.
Yeah.
And Weasel went.
He wasn't dead.
Oh yeah, Wilson died. No, so we see him fall.
He hacked up a hair.
What an ending!
Yeah.
His bloodshot eye, bang! They just on the Starro, the Conqueror.
Super effective.
Yeah.
Star, you fainted.
Star, you fainted. It's super.
It's like a massive Pokemon.
Holly used jab.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, because James Gunn, I think was involved in writing, he didn't have to give Starro that line.
No.
It was a cool line, though.
No, it was a great line.
Badass.
Yeah. I'm just saying he didn't have to do that, but he did, and that's what makes him different. You know, again, about that whole emotional thing. He didn't have to give Star. I was just enjoying watching the stars. And because what you did is you took my life away from me. Yeah. And everything like that. So that was beautiful. And then they all died.
I mean, I think this ending where we see them all reunite who's alive, and we see them leak to Amanda Waller that, we know America's done this. Let us go free. And it's like, well, I made a leader out of you, Bloodsport. I thought that was a nice ending.
You're much better than that Deadshot motherfucker.
Who's he?
I just thought that was a really nice scene, and the way it trimmed itself off with her seeing dad Bloodsport, her daughter that's my dad in the foster house.
Now that's so Spielberg, so Hollywood, but I loved it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, I mean, as a dad, you know, you want your child to see what you do and stuff like that. You as young people, I don't know, but the thing about it is that is an amazing scene right there to have that for the daughter to see that her dad was a hero, thinking that he was shit. Yeah, you know. Now that doesn't forget the fact that he was shit.
No, yeah.
But it's just like at least he did something good.
I think that's the movie over. So
that's the movie. I mean, you know, it has 2 end credits. You know,
Weasel survives. It sets up the Peacemaker show.
I didn't see the second end credits.
Didn't you see it?
You didn't see the post-scene credit scene?
Oh my god, man! That's a rookie mistake.
So basically, all the office staff that wax thingy, they're all like, "Oh, why she got us doing this? Oh, it's obviously because we knocked her out and whatever." Yeah. I'm surprised he was still breathing. And Peacemaker's still alive and he's in a hospital bed.
It's for the TV show,
and they're going to redeem him. Apparently.
So the big
I wanted it to be Boomer. I was like, Boomer's alive.
So the big bearded guy, right, who actually played King Shark on set and stuff, and the blonde girl who I think is James Gunn's girlfriend. Nobody seems to care. I do.
Is she?
Yeah. And like, so they're like, man, now we got to babysit this fucker and everything. And who is it? And it's Peacemaker. So they're going to be his handlers and stuff like that. And then so the doctor goes, so what's he going to do? And he's like, only to save the world. But
as you do.
What's that? Give it out a test on a number very quickly.
9.5.
Oh, I was going like 8.7.
11.
9.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've all give high scores.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it's definitely a great movie. It didn't make a lot of money at the box office yet. But
shy.
hold on. It didn't make a lot of money at the box office yet. Like, because I think it's only like at 3 mil worldwide, and they said it should have been like at least 4 to 5 and stuff like that. But I don't think there's going to be a drop off on this movie. Like most other films that have come out, because they go to streaming, right? They don't include the streaming costs, because that belongs to the studio. So like, but most movies dropped off like that have come out. They dropped off in the second week. So give it to the second week to see if it makes up its numbers, because I still don't believe that they counted the UK numbers, because it came out a week ahead. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We saw a week ahead. It came out in America this past week, but it came out a week ahead. So I don't really think they counted all the numbers, but the studios are still satisfied with the film. They still want Gunn to still work with them and everything, and we're still waiting to hear what is that next movie he's going to do.
Oh, so excited.
Oh my God, there's so many possibilities for DC and James Gunn.
I think he should do Green Lantern.
Oh,
yes.
Big screen.
No. Red Hood. A Red Hood.
Please,
15.
God.
Red Hood.
Actually, no, that's too dark.
I hate Batman. No.
Oh.
I don't hate Batman. I don't hate Batman. Sorry.
Oh my God, you've just got us cancelled. You said shape back. Also, while we're here, what the hell's going on with Scarlett Johansson?
She's suing Disney. No,
why is she doing it?
Because she didn't make as much money because it started getting streaming.
No.
Is that literally what it was?
No. She was given a fake power position as an executive producer, and they didn't treat her right. So, like, she was the one as an executive producer who wouldn't release the movie for a year, which was indeed still stupid. But it made a lot of money when it came out, finally, but it didn't make as much as it was expected to make. So, like, they just gave her what they call like a handout, like, here's this,
like profit share kind of business. Yeah.
But like I said about when it comes to streaming, the money goes straight to the studio, where the theater money is split, right? Yeah. So she felt that you guys are robbing me, and she was right. So Kevin Feige agreed she was right, but Bob Iger was like, fuck her. Oops. Did somebody catch me on tape? And so that's what the problem is with
that. Oh dear.
Yeah. Good for her.
But good for her.
Unfortunately, it's causing problems because you got people like Emma Stone with Cruella and Emily Blunt with Jungle Cruise, and please, those are crappy movies.
I saw Jungle Cruise. Don't watch it.
Oh, is Cruella bad?
Jungle Cruise.
No, it's not that fact. They already were going to do it too. It's the fact that hey, if she could do it, well then.
Why don't we?
Speaking of unnecessary sequels, they're making another Queen movie.
Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, like Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't. The first one was perfect.
I mean, what are they gonna showcase Brian May trying to kick a dead horse by getting Adam Lambert in?
That's what I mean.
What are they gonna do?
Just leave
Brian May. Cut your hair. Anyway.
What's the point?
Go and do a documentary. Go and do a biopic on Def Leppard.
Is that the one with the drummer got his arm cut off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And he's still done a banging album.
He's like he became a better drummer with
the one-arm drummer.
A one-arm drummer.
Sick band. Sick drummer.
That sounds like a place to
end. Queen. Right, I've been James Jump.
I've been Sinead Renee.
I'm Matt Slow.
Hey, I'm Jake Johnson Lynch.
Thank you for watching the Movie Squad.
Hey, yeah, whatever. I ain't got nothing to say.
Suicide.
I see all of it.
Oh, Suicide is playlist. Damn it. The MASH song.